We are sitting here at the Crow's Nest on top of the Contemporary in Austin at a beautiful, beautiful breeze coming through right now.
It's fantastic.
It's a nice time.
It feels really nice. In the middle of, right in the thick of Pop-Up Crop, there's a speaker going right now.
Yeah.
And we're in it to win it. And we are sitting down with Ashlee Arceneaux Jones, right?
No.
Arceneaux.
Arsenic.
Nope, terrible. Bad job.
I love that you just
Nope.
Terrible.
You just close your eyes and shake your head. The beauty. This is all staying at this point.
Absolutely.
It has to, yeah. The beauty of this being a visual podcast now is the whole world gets to see you shame me with your
This is good.
shake.
Well,
I can't wait
arsenic
for
is
the
like
comments.
a poison.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I'm
you're
Always
sitting
to
here
mess
with a
it up.
poison person.
What's the opposite
no.
of poison?
Potion.
Green juice,
Apple juice?
So we're sitting
Healing potion.
Yeah.
kale
go.
juice.
Ashlee Arceneaux Jones. Yeah, we
Yeah,
did
you did it.
See,
You did
I
it.
even typed it phonetically so I wouldn't
I know,
mispronounce
that's
it.
the best
And then I
part.
tried to go off note and I screwed it up totally. But
Yeah,
anyway,
don't trust yourself.
yeah,
Lesson learned.
that lesson learned. I won't do that again. Ashlee, welcome to the show.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, so thank
Good
you
to have
for
you.
being here. Thanks for taking a few minutes to chat with us. Tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do, and then we'll dive into a little bit of fun.
Okay. I am an illustrator living and working in New Orleans, Louisiana, where I'm born and raised. I do a lot of stuff, but I specialize in chalkboard art
Yeah.
and chalkboard signage. So all around town, I create and maintain the menu boards, the murals, all the random signage needs of many different businesses in the city. And I work events, when big conventions come to town and they want someone to do a live mural, or they just generally need event signage or whatever it may be. I do those kind of things too.
That's awesome.
Is it like New Orleans proper, like in like downtown? So you ever done stuff in like the French Quarter?
Yeah, I'm always in the thick of it because most of the events happen, in the city proper.
Sure.
So I may do a one-off somewhere. Back when I was starting out, I was known to do kids' birthday parties in the suburbs of New Orleans.
Kids like a lot of chalk work.
Yeah. Funny enough, kids love chalk.
Yeah.
So I got down on the ground and drew ponies
There you go.
jumping over rainbows. Happy birthday, Caitlin.
Yeah.
But I'd like to think I've leveled up since then.
Yes.
Leveled
I
up.
was going to
I would
say, you misled us, because when you went to sit down, you said, something along the lines of, like, I don't know if I'm good enough to, like, sit down.
Liar.
And then pulled up your work. Your work is incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
It's
Honestly, we don't know
amazingly
if this is good
Yeah.
enough for you to be on. That's the.
What if that was what she was trying to say?
Yeah, you just said it backwards to help us feel better. But yeah, your work is killer.
And I
That's-
think, I think I'm very aware of it. So one thing that was kind of, I'm not the artist in the group. Let me say that. And so one thing that
Can
was.
I back that up? I'm gonna back that up.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my
Hard
amen.
agree.
So
Hard agree.
it was shocking to me, like when I found out that someone can be like a really good, let's say, illustrator and really terrible at like type and layout. Like I didn't
Yeah.
realize they're like different things.
Yeah.
And so then I found out that some of my favorite artists were bad at like
Certain
type-
elements.
Yeah.
And so it was this moment of like, it opened my eyes. And so then when I see you, obviously incredibly competent in what you're doing, like awesome work, it's just very impressive now. Now that
Thank
I kind of have a little bit of a glimpse at how difficult it is. So it's very impressive stuff.
Thank you.
What's been your favorite thing to do in, because you have like a whole breadth of stuff. What's been your favorite project in the last maybe 6 months?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like there's always so much, and it's all fun. It's all fun for different reasons.
Sure.
So I really love poke. I don't know. I love it. I don't know how to say
Yeah,
it.
Like the dance?
The bowls. The food.
I love to do the polka.
Hokey
The hokey pokey. No, I love poke, and we just had a restaurant open in New Orleans, and I'd been going to eat there more than I should, and the guy contacted me randomly and was like, hey, because I would go eat and I would see their menu boards, they're terrible. And I would always think like, man, they should have me do this. But in the meantime, just enjoying this delicious food. And when the guy contacted me, I was like, whoa, Yeah, of course I'll
Yeah.
come meet with you.
So in that case, did you say to him like, I would like to do your menu
No,
boards?
no, I would just go as a customer and just think in my head like, ugh.
So it's
And
just coincidental.
she would draw on their tables in permanent marker. He was calling to file the
I would
restraining
leave-
order, and it just kind of parlayed into it.
Well, I was
yeah.
gonna say,
Slide my business card under the door
There you
at 2
go.
in the morning,
Yeah.
drive by back and forth.
but like, what is that step? Because a lot of people feel like they have a lot of trouble finding work.
Yeah.
Like they feel like they can do the work, but it's hard for them to find the client. So for
Yeah.
you, like, how did you get to that point where now people are reaching out to you?
I've just been doing it for a while in the city, for like 7 years. And so it's always been word of mouth, and kind of one thing leads to the next, like one project leads to the next.
Yep.
And so got a pretty decent reputation, I guess, in town, for that kind of stuff. So, and I'm, when people look up chalk, New Orleans, usually I'm first on the Google search,
Nice.
so that
Sure.
helps.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and New Orleans isn't huge. It's
Sure.
not like, so I don't know. I guess I just I'm easy to find, you
Yeah.
know. So the guy just randomly reached out after me being obsessed with his restaurant, and it turns out he not only wanted signage for that location, but he was opening 2 more.
Nice.
So I got to really just grab the reins of the whole creative voice in that
Wow.
place, because
That's cool.
the branding was just
Right.
there wasn't much.
Right.
And so I did the first 10. It's a big job, 10 menus, and now I'm doing another 2 sets of 10, 2 more sets of
Nice.
10 for the new location.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
and they're just gonna keep growing. So,
Do you do it in chalk and then they coat over it so that it's not erasable? Is that how that?
well, over the years I've learned the materials better, and so now I do a lot of my chalk work actually in ink. So.
Uh-huh.
It dries to look like chalk,
Yeah.
but it's smudge proof, so you can run your hand over it. You can put water on it, and it
Right.
won't.
Nice.
You'd have to really scrub it with some harsh chemicals for it to come off. So a lot of my work at this point is permanent as you want to make it until you paint over. it
Right,
or
right,
do
right,
whatever.
right.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I was going to ask a super, the technical side of that is if you want to get into chalk art, do you just go buy Crayola chalk and just start there? Or
Yeah.
is it
Well, it's just weird. I say I'm a chalk artist, and I am very much, but at this point, I'm more of a painter,
Like a
muralist
muralist.
Sure.
type of person, because at the artwork that I do, and when I'm meeting with clients, I'm telling them, look, you're going to want me to do pieces that are going to stay for a while.
Right.
So instead of me getting up and doing meatball sub $7.99.
Right.
I'm maybe I'm writing the just meatball sub in the description and not putting prices, because you're going to want that to stay for a long time,
Right.
and it's smudge proof, so it's pretty much permanent.
Right.
And you don't have to get up there every day and change the price.
Right.
Or maybe you have a small menu that your employees keep up with, and I just come in and do a big mural for you.
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
way there's that big visual, and
Yeah.
and that's there, but it's not something that needs to change.
Right.
And they get a better bang for their buck, because I have to price in a way that keeps me, from being everywhere at once. So,
Sure.
Absolutely.
Is your favorite sandwich a meatball sub?
I don't know how meatball sub came to mind.
Okay.
I honestly don't.
It makes me
It's
want
a pretty
meatball
standard
sub.
menu item.
If
I
it's
think
not-
that's safe.
It's one of those food items I
I've
don't eat
never
enough
seen
of.
a
I'm
meatball sub at Chipotle.
I feel like it's a messy sandwich.
I do
always.
have
It's
one
always
question.
in the beard.
Where? So I'm thinking about going to New Orleans in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
What should I do?
Ooh, I just eat and dance
Beignets,
around in the
right?
street. That's
Beignets.
what most tourists do.
Okay. What would I do if I wanted to be one level above a tourist?
Okay.
You stay at home and watch Netflix.
Yeah, and you avoid the tourists like I do. I don't know. There's a festival every weekend in New Orleans, so
Okay.
depending on when you're going, it could be
So check out the festival
the
schedule.
beignet festival, mac and cheese festival, crawfish festival.
Sounds like they're all
Meatball
food
sub
related.
They are
And
99.9% food related.
nice. I think I can get on board with that.
There's no vegetable festival.
no veg fest.
There's a fried chicken festival.
I'm sure there is. All right, Patrick.
Game
Okay.
time. Okay, so this is easy. The show's master of one.
Okay.
It means we're each the master of a category. You are going to become the master of a category that you randomly choose.
Okay.
So whatever token you flip, you have to tell us something new, noteworthy, fun, exciting from your perspective, your world,
Okay.
about that token.
Yep.
Okay.
So flip one.
Oh,
Food.
well done.
Hey.
Well,
There
I
we
guess
go.
we're going to
That's
talk about
about as
meatball subs.
easy as it could be. So tell us something about food, new, noteworthy, fun, exciting from your perspective.
Okay, so from my perspective, in the world of food, what's really new and exciting is meatball subs. As I mentioned earlier. Meatball subs are sold at every restaurant in New Orleans, fun fact. Anywhere you go, meatball sub is an option.
Wait. So is that okay? So we have Chattanooga. I'm in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Pimento cheese. I don't know why, but everywhere you go, pimento cheese, and everybody
Yeah.
has a different pimento cheese.
Yeah.
Are you saying that a meatball sub is similar? That if I'm in New Orleans, everywhere I go, someone has got like a variant of a meatball
A variant, the deconstructed meatball sub.
I can't tell if you're being serious or not.
That's the best part.
Yeah, I'm like, should I get a meatball sub when I go there? Like, are they?
You're going to now.
I'm going to now. Yeah.
Is that what you eat, beignets and meatball subs?
In the same way that I tricked you originally. No, I am totally joking.
Okay, good. I was like, how have I never heard?
I was so surprised.
How have I never heard that
We just got trolled.
that New Orleans is the meatball sub capital of the U.S.? Like, I would have figured it was someplace else or some kind of French food, I guess.
Yeah, I'd assume that's Kansas, not New Orleans.
Yeah, like if you live in New Orleans, have you always lived in New
Yeah,
Orleans? Okay.
yes.
So like, what do you eat at family dinner? Like, what's the
Well, every Monday we have red beans and rice.
okay?
You can either soak the beans overnight and like really do it all yourself.
Like Zatarans?
Well, no, I'm talking about a bag of beans.
Okay.
Yeah,
But you
real.
can do the Blue Runner
stuff,
out of a
yeah.
can
Yeah.
kind of quick version. But that's like the thing. Everybody has red beans and rice on Monday at home or like down the street.
Okay.
The little restaurant.
So if I'm there
in
on
the
a Monday, I
corner.
have to get red beans and
Gotta
rice.
have red
Okay.
beans and rice. Yeah. Do you want true facts about food?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Or if you can just keep messing with Patrick, he literally
I
either
love
one
it.
is fine.
It's the best. This is my favorite of the day.
Do you watch food shows?
That's a no.
Do you not like
I don't
food?
watch TV that much.
It's weird that you do so many menus and don't like food.
Wait,
I
wait,
do. I
wait.
love food. I love
What's
food.
the thing on menus that shouldn't be there?
Ooh.
Like that you see on menus all the time. They're like, why?
That you have to,
like,
and every time you write it, you're just cringing the whole time. You're like, I can't believe I'm writing this on this menu.
I don't know.
or what's
That's
the
a
oddest
really
menu item that you've seen at a place? You don't have to
oddest
say the
menu
place, but
item? Oddest menu item.
like
I
a
don't
crawfish
know.
beignet.
Crawfish beignet.
That's
Gross.
gross. I don't like that.
Well, one of my friends, Jason Craig's wife, said that she ate like chili fries, a chili cheese fry, egg biscuit, chili cheese fry, egg biscuit.
I mean,
That
hold on,
sounds
let me think
incredible to
about
me.
this. I think I would eat that, yeah.
Full disclosure, that sounds
That was the
amazing.
first thing that they ate when they got to Austin.
Okay.
That
I'm sorry,
sounds
I'm off
amazing.
topic of my
No, it's all good.
hometown,
It's
but
all good.
I'm
No, you're the master of this.
You're not a foodie.
I mean, my husband would be so upset if he listened to this because my husband is a food man, restaurant man, and
Does he have a favorite restaurant in New Orleans?
we do have a favorite restaurant. It's called Coquette.
Coquette.
Coquette. It's uptown on Magazine Street in New Orleans, and it's really delicious. It was the restaurant we went to the night we got engaged, and so we
Nice.
keep going back for our anniversaries, and then we go back anytime we need like
Was
an
the
excuse.
ring like
to
in
eat.
the drink, or was it like in a cake
No,
or
it was
something?
in bread pudding. It was in rum bread pudding, right?
No, I don't know.
You almost made it
She
through
does
all-
not look. She does
hated
not like
that
bread
idea.
pudding.
She
Okay.
does not like. For all of our YouTube audiences, you saw that. This was a
pudding
good
makes
time
her
to
gag
say you
instantly.
want to subscribe for
apparently, I
This is
have
my
like a
favorite.
very bizarre reaction to the word bread pudding. No.
Visceral
He
response.
proposed after the restaurant, but that was like the pre-meal.
Okay.
That was like the
I see.
pre-proposal
Yeah.
meal.
See, so it said everything else.
He was feeling it out to make sure this was the good night to do it.
Yeah. Well, he kept presenting me with different pieces of jewelry throughout the meal because he knew I was like onto him.
Yeah.
And so he twice presented
off.
me with like a piece of jewelry. It was like, I have something for you, and I was like, oh god, here it is. But I was like, he's
Wait,
not
so
gonna.
he fake proposed to you several times during the meal?
He like faked me out.
I like
much,
it.
Sounds like the two of
much
you-
like I'm faking
Yeah, I was
y'all
gonna
out
say,
this whole.
It sounds
Uh-huh.
like you guys are a match made in heaven.
Yeah, we just like to goof around.
That's amazing.
Is your name even Ashley?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I love this.
I do want to say one more thing before we swing out of here. You were a speaker at at the first crop.
I was
one.
a speaker at the first crop,
Yeah.
and then last year I taught a workshop, which also kind of involves speaking.
Right.
Okay.
So
So you know what all these people are going through right
I
now.
do.
Do
I
you
do
like
know.
speaking?
I do.
Okay.
I
I don't know
like
if I can
it a
believe you
lot.
anymore, but that's fine.
I do. I like to talk
Okay.
to people about different things.
Awesome. Well, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you, they can follow what you're doing, they can support you.
Okay. You can follow me on Instagram at smallchalk, SMALLCHALK, because some people like to throw a random U into the word chalk.
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 Wait, like the word caulk,
Yeah.
but with an
Yes.
H. That's where that's what it is.
So for all of you people who needed to maybe stay in school a little longer, I'm just joking. I'm a terrible ironically, I write words all day long and I just constantly misspelling them.
Has anything ever gone up and it was wrong and you're like,
yes.
oh no?
Very recently, I had to drive a 3-hour round trip to literally put an N in the word Wednesday.
Oh no.
The girl was like, I'm so sorry, because it was an out-of-town job. She's like, I'm so sorry, but we can't have...
Wettest day.
Wettest day. I was like, no.
No, it's a Nolans thing. Just leave it.
That's a big easy. I know, that's my number one thing when I say it. They're like, how did you spell crab wrong? I'm like, it's the big easy, and sometimes crab doesn't need to be at the end. You know what I'm saying? Crab.
Crab.
So...
How often has that worked for you, do you think?
Noted.
Never.
Noted.
That's amazing.
Never. Yeah.
Yeah, so Small Chalk, follow her work. It's amazing. Thank you for taking a few
You're
minutes
awesome.
to chat with us. You're a
This
ton
has
of
been
fun.
great.
I can't wait to razz Patrick about that later,
Yeah.
about meatballs. It's amazing. Thank you so much.
Thanks, y'all.